like let us start the class now. No issue. Let the peoples come. They will join us. Good morning, all. Once again, I am going to take a lecture on data structures and algorithm. But before starting the lecture, let me discuss a like very genuine and important thing with you. You all should be ready with your Purnima email ID. If anyone has a problem that he or she will not be able to use the Purnima email ID, then you need to contact to your tutor, Pawan sir, as soon as possible so that the issues can be resolved and you will be able to use it. The major problem that I found is that might be in most of the cases you or people are not synchronized your mobile with your Purnima ID. Maybe your mobiles with this will be your mobiles are synced with some your personal Gmail ID. So this may be a issue that you are not able to join the classroom without getting the permission. Like right now, I am also providing the permissions or letting the people join the class. So that is a very big issue. Right now, I am using the Google Meet. That's why I am able to join, allow you. Sorry, but by the starting of the next week, we are going to change the platform actually. So there may be an issue in that case. You will not be able to join the class at all. In that case, we will also not be able to admit you or allow you. Like right now, I am clicking on admit again and again. Whenever you are joining the class without Purnima ID or outside the Purnima group, तो मुझे admit करना पड़ रहा है आपको बार-बार. यहाँ click कर रहा हूँ मैं. अब तक कम से कम 10 बार मैं click कर चुका हूँ. So, but in that case, I will also not be able to allow you to attend the class. So be sure that you are ready with your Purnima email ID. If you have any issue, then you can ask your tutor to resolve it first. Okay, or second thing, you should like synchronize your mobile with that also. So now let me start the class. And this is our second class. In the first class, I have started with I have taken a zero lecture. Now in that, any issue, anybody wants to ask anything till now regarding zero lectures, regarding your syllabus, regarding your marking schemes, regarding the books, regarding anything else, regarding the procedure that we are going to follow. So if you have any problem, then you can share it with me. Otherwise, I am starting with the first lecture of this data structure and algorithm. Is my screen visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, no issue. Is there any question from your side, or I should move?
सर क्वेश्चन को हिंदी में पूछ सकते हैं क्या?
That is one very important thing. आप कोशिश करें बच्चे कि आप इंग्लिश ही यूज करें, because like now the time has come that like first year has gone now, so you need to be like in the position to speak in English and like not completely I am talking about, like let us try as much as possible actually. जितना ज़्यादा हो सकता है, जितना ज़्यादा कोशिश करोगे उतना बेटर रहेगा आपके लिए. Brij Kishore, this is not for only the Brij Kishore, like for all I am saying. If you start speaking English right now, then you will be able to start like you will be comfortable with the other peoples in coming years. Okay, and you see that right now the scenario is that everything is online. So in that case, you should have like in this, you should be good in English actually. तो स्टार्ट स्पीकिंग. आप गलत बोलोगे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. अभी आपके इस ग्रुप में जो बच्चे हैं आप सब नोन है एक दूसरे को. मैं भी आपको जानता हूँ. आप समझो कि हम एक ही लाइक वी आर अ पार्ट ऑफ फैमिली एंड यू कैन स्पीक वट एवर यू आर स्पीकिंग. लाइक हम कोशिश करेंगे समझने की, जहाँ आपको प्रॉब्लम होगी वहाँ इम्प्रूव करने की कोशिश करेंगे. वी आर देयर टू हेल्प यू आउट. सो नो इशू इन दैट. आप पूछो क्या पूछना चाहते हो ब्रिज किशोर.
सर मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है.
Yes, yes, I'm listening. Be fast.
सर क्या मशीनें सोच सकती हैं खुद से?
Sorry,
सर क्या कोई मशीन अपने आप से सोच सकती है?
क्या मशीन अपने आप से सोच सकती है? हाँ, बिल्कुल सोच
यस
सकती
सर।
है। सोचती हैं अपने आप मशीनें आजकल।
आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस।
बिल्कुल एआई। आप if you like go like we can take an example of mall also. If you like have you ever visited the mobile, then you can sorry mall, then you can see that automatic doors are there. आप आ रहे हो डोर ऑटोमेटिकली ओपन हो रहे हैं. If you put your hands like under the tap, it automatically runs through. Water automatically runs through, and as soon as you have removed, then automatically it will be like stop. So this is what the machine is thinking. In this way, the machine thinks actually. So this is all about AI, artificial intelligence. My suggestion is that such kinds of questions should be asked in the last 5 minutes. So right now I am starting with my presentation. As we also need to take care of the syllabus. So I am starting with it. So are you able to see my presentation?
Yes, sir.
We are starting with the very first.
Yes, sir.
So I am starting with
Yes
the
sir, basic concept of
algorithm. As I already discussed that algorithm is not in our actually RT curriculum. A specific word you will not find in that curriculum. But as we are going to write the algorithms again and again, so we should have a clear idea about the terms. So initially, first 2 or 3 lectures, I will discuss about the algorithms and the complexities, and then we will move on to the array, and then we will start with actually the basic, like first topic of your subject, that is stack. Okay, so I am starting with the algorithm first of all. So a typical program task can be divided into 2 phases. Everyone has written some programs in first year. So typically, writing a program is a task that can be divided into 2 phases. First one is problem solving phase, and second one is implementation phase. So problem solving phase actually is the phase where the algorithms roles come. So whatever I am going to implement, first of all, I need to design it step by step on papers. So sequentially, I should design the steps that needs to be followed in order to implement the things or in order to solve the problems. That is actually known as an algorithm. I can use a paper and pencil even also in order to write the steps. Okay, some people's like when they will have some experience in this field, they may be able to think that in their mind also, but ultimately we need to write it on paper and pen or any like other media so that it will be remains with us for the future reference also. Like now I am taking an example. In this semester you are having a paper that is software engineering. I think it might started classes of software engineering might started. In that, what you will learn is how you will be ready before implementing or designing anything. Before designing or implementing any software actually. So software engineering is the paper which teaches you or which taught you about the documentation part. तो डॉक्यूमेंटेशन मीन्स कि जो भी आप करने वाले हो उसको आप पहले डॉक्यूमेंट कैसे करोगे किसी भी like if you will talk about any software company or any other like related company, so before going into the designing part there must be a team that actually there to find out or prepare the proper documentation of everything, which may include the requirements. It could be the hardware or software requirements, the requirements from the users के संग बहुत सारी meetings होती हैं सबसे पहले. So वो meetings conduct होती हैं, उन सब के meetings minutes of meeting बनते हैं, what they actually required in that they needs to write accordingly. So then it needs to be managed or mapped with the resources available in the company or whatever the firm is. So resources available है उसी according काम होगा या फिर हमें कुछ resources change करने पड़ेंगे. So all these needs to be done before actually moving into the part of designing. So documentation is required everywhere. Okay, like we are starting classes, but before we are taking actual classes, we need to circulate a timetable. So we need to manage the timetable. सो अभी हमने मंडे से क्लास स्टार्ट की, बट हमें सैटरडे तक हमें इंश्योर करना था कि वी नीड टू सर्कुलेट द टाइम टेबल, दैट इज द डॉक्यूमेंटेशन पार्ट, एंड टेकिंग क्लासेस इज अ implementation part actually. Okay, so until and unless we will not be ready with the timetable, how we a particular teacher know, as a teacher I know कि कब मेरी क्लास है, मुझे किस सेक्शन में पढ़ाना है, मुझे किस टाइम पे पढ़ाना है, क्या सब्जेक्ट पढ़ाना है, all these. So for that I need to be ready with the documentation. That is what the timetable is. So similarly, writing a program involves two steps. First of all, problem solving phase, and second one is implementation phase. So the problem solving phase is a procedure and an ordered sequence of the steps that describes the solution of the problem, and this sequence of the steps is also known as the algorithm. We will come in detail about the algorithm. So in that step you just know that first phase is writing an algorithm, and then second phase, that is implementation phase, which is in this phase we are actually going to convert the algorithm into the program. Program could be in any programming language that I have already discussed. So it could be either in a C or C++ or Java or whatever you want, Python it could be also. So implementation phase comes after the problem solving phase, designing phase. So steps in problem solving phase now. As I am going to specific now about the algorithms, so I am going to discuss detailed in problem solving phase. Okay. So steps in problem solving phase are: first, produce a general algorithm. It could be a pseudocode. Now I want to emphasize on three terms. One is flowchart, one is pseudocode, and one is algorithm. There are three terms. I think you have heard all these three terms in the first year. Yes or no?
Yes sir, flowchart,
So
pseudocode और algorithm.
can anybody explain me what is a pseudocode?
सर जो फ्लो चार्ट में हमने लिखा होता है, जो स्टेप्स यूज करते है ना, जैसे इनपुट टू नंबर्स, इनको लाइन सिस्टमेटिक लाइन में लगाते हैं, उसे pseudocode कहते हैं.
Anyone else?
सर एल्गोरिथम को एक सिंपल लैंग्वेज में सर ये मतलब वो डिस्क्राइब करता है कि जो एल्गोरिथम अपन ने यूज की है.
Good. Anyone else? Okay. Now, anyone else that can who can explain the flow chart other than these two?
क्या सर?
Graphical.
Sir, flowchart
Yes, sir.
is a
बता रहा हूँ सर,
diagrammatical
graphical
representation of algorithm.
किशोर, दूसरों को एक बार मैंने बोला other than that, those two person, those have already answered pseudocode. They wait, and please let other people also speak. So other people, turns of other people should also come. Everyone should get the chance in the class. So anyone else who can tell me what is a flowchart?
So, flowchart is a diagrammatical representation of an algorithm.
Very good.
In which we use arrows and symbols.
Okay. Anyone else about flowchart other than these three?
Sir, step by step of a task.
Flowchart.
Yes,
Good,
sir.
good, no issue. But it will be in diagrammatical form. Okay. So pseudocode or algorithms are very much similar, but the pseudocode is like, I'm coming onto the slide also. So steps of problem solving is, first of all, I need to write in general algorithms, or it could be a pseudocode also. Now refine the algorithm successively to get the step-by-step detailed algorithm that is very close to the computer language. That is very important step. First of all, if I am writing a particular particular algorithm, say, for solving any problem, then the next one is that it will be regularly updated as per the requirements, either maybe the user or maybe because of resources or whatever it is. So in some kuch reasons ki wajah se there may be some changes in the algorithms also. So we need to refine it until and unless it will be like there to give the actual output or exact output. Okay. So the refinement of the algorithm successfully to get step-by-step detailed algorithms that is very close to the computer language also. Then pseudocode is pseudocode की एक simple definition मैंने यहाँ दी है. वैसे like in another slide I am going to take an example of that also. Pseudocode is an artificial and informal language that helps a programmer develop the algorithms. Pseudocode is very similar to the everyday English language. I am coming onto the pseudocode in a while again. So example that actually differentiate between the pseudocode and algorithm. Okay. So example is, say right now आप you are able to see only this. Example 1, you need to write an algorithm to determine a student's final grade and indicates whether it is passing or fail. The final grade is calculated as the average of 4 marks. This is a problem. You need to write a pseudocode and algorithm as well as. दोनों लिखना है आपको. The pseudocode could be like this. The pseudocode is input a set of 4 marks, calculate their average by summing and dividing by 4, as it has already been mentioned into that problem. Now, if the average is below 50, then it fails, otherwise it passes. Now, see the corresponding algorithm. Step 1, algorithm step 1, that is input, M1, M2, M3, and M4. Step 2, grade can be calculated as M1 plus M2 plus M3 plus M4, hold the sum divided by 4. And then as step 3, if grade is less than 50, then print fails, and else print pass. Finally, end if. Now compare these two, pseudocode and algorithm. So pseudocode is a simple general language that can be easily understandable by non-technical person also. Okay, if I am not belonging to the computer science field, suppose if that particular pseudocode shows to the mechanical student, or suppose even if of the non-engineering student also, then he or she may also be able to understand the same. But the steps are input set of 4 marks. So anyone can easily understand that I need to take the 4 marks, then calculate the average by summing and by dividing by 4. Everything is mentioned clearly. Then if the average is less than this, then it fails, otherwise it will pass. Okay. But in the case of algorithm, what the changes are there actually? We need to specify what actually variables we are going to use in it. What actually parameters we are going to use in the coming steps. So here I need to take specific name to every variable which I am going to use in this program or in this algorithm. So I need to take 4 marks. So that's why I am taking M1, M2, and M3, and M4. In the case of pseudocode, it is not required actually. Again, grade. Grade is a new variable that actually is there to find out the average of these 4 marks. It means grade will hold the average of 4 marks. And then finally, I am using a structure that is called conditional structure, which is there to find out if the grade is less than 50, then it will print the fail, otherwise it will print the pass. Now, any doubt in anybody's minds कि pseudocode में और algorithm में क्या difference है? यदि किसी को क्वेश्चन है तो yes बोलें, पूछें क्वेश्चन यदि है तो. So I think now it is clear कि what is the pseudocode and what is an algorithm.
सर इसमें मेन फंक्शन के बारे में क्यों नहीं बताया गया है?
Algorithm and pseudocode will not include the functions, main functions. We need to write, actually what happens in algorithms, I need to write the logic only. Okay, very good question by like Brijkishore, sorry. Okay, so in algorithms, we need not to write the like the things that are actually not required. We need to write only the logic. So in this also you can see that only logic is there, how the grade is being calculated and how the print, how we can print the fail or the pass. So in the case of pseudocode or algorithm, both you can say that only logic is required. Suppose in the interview, someone asks you to write an algorithm, to add 2 numbers. So you will not write like main, then printf enter the number, then printf enter the second number, then sum, and then write the sum of this and this, all this, and finally get ch. So ये सब चीजें हम नहीं लिखेंगे वहाँ पर. So if he or she are asking about the algorithm, then only you need to write the logic. Logic means what the steps actually are required to get the output. That's it. So जो ऊपर नीचे के steps होते हैं वो हम छोड़ देते हैं algorithms के अंदर. Okay, यदि मैं वो सब लिख रहा हूँ तो it means it is actually a program. It is not an algorithm. Is it clear?
It means that sir, algorithm वो pseudocode हमें बताता है कि algorithm का structure क्या होगा या कैसे हो सकता है.
Algorithm का program का structure क्या होगा और कैसे हो सकता है.
हाँ सर, यही.
So logic, in simple language, you can say that algorithm is a simple logic only. The logic of the problem or logic of the solution of a given problem. So in the coming like lectures, you will see that if I am talking about the algorithm, तो मैं सब कुछ नहीं लिखूंगा कि print करवाओ फिर वो हेलो बोलो, फिर उसको प्रिंट करने के लिए बोलो कि ये इनपुट लेना है, आउटपुट देना है, सब कुछ। आई विल ओनली टॉक अबाउट द लॉजिक बेस, जो मेन 4 स्टेप होंगे मैं वही लिखाऊंगा आपको, दैट्स इट। If you want to insert an element into the array, then only 2 steps are required. That will I will only dictate you, or I will only show you. But that the same thing you need to do also in the future for your reference. अभी आपसे केवल algorithm पूछी जाती है, तो you just discuss that 2 or 4 steps. That is actually the basic logic of the program. ठीक है? यदि हम फिजिकली लैब अटेंड करेंगे तो मैं आपसे यही बोलूंगा, जब एग्जाम होगा आपका, मान लो हम फिजिकल कभी लैब अटेंड करेंगे इन फ्यूचर में, दिसंबर मान लो एग्जाम होते हैं आपके, तो मैं यही बोलूंगा कि आप मुझे पहले लॉजिक बताओ आपके प्रोग्राम का, तब मैं आपको अपना सिस्टम ऑन करने दूंगा। आपकी लैब में ऐसा होगा, ओके? आई विल आस्क यू कि जस्ट राइट अ लॉजिक एट द एंड ऑफ योर कॉपी, एंड देन इफ इट विल बी राइट, देन आई विल ओनली अलाउ यू टू ओपन योर सिस्टम, अदरवाइज नॉट। तो मुझे 4 लाइनें चाहिए होंगी कि उस लॉजिक को एग्जाम को क्वेश्चन कैसे सॉल्व होगा, दैट्स इट। So now any other question? So algorithm and the pseudocode is clear. Difference between algorithm and pseudocode. Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Anyone else? Anybody wants to ask anything?
Okay, sir.
Now pseudocode. So pseudocode, definition of pseudocode is, this is an artificial and informal language that helps the programs develop the algorithm. The programmer को algorithm develop करने में pseudocode help करता है. So now you can see in this case also. First of all, you will also start with the simple general English language. Okay? आप लोग जब भी algorithm लिखना start करोगे अभी 1-2 दिन में, तो you will also start with the simple English language. That will be actually a pseudocode, and then you will be able to convert that pseudocode into the algorithm. So the definition also says that it is an artificial and informal language that helps the programmers to develop the algorithm, not a program. Okay? And algorithm will help the programmer to develop the program. So pseudocode, then algorithm, and then algorithm के बाद program. Second is pseudocode is an informal, high-level description of the operating principle of a computer program or any other algorithm. It can use the structural conventions of a normal programming language. Like in this case, I have also used if and else. It can use, but it is not actually required. In pseudocode, you may you may not have this if and else in this form. Okay. Last, but it is intended for the human reading rather than the machine reading, because the pseudocode is for only the human reading purpose, not for the machine language purpose. That is the reason that we should not use the structural conventions in the normal pseudocode writing. Now the pseudocode notation specifies operations that a machine can perform in as the human friendly language. Okay. Now come on to the algorithm. So pseudocode and algorithm बहुत important difference है. It should be clear to all. कई बार ये पूछा जाता है कि what is actually the difference between pseudocode and the algorithm. In examination, you may also get a question like this: कि write a pseudocode for this and write an algorithm for this. So you may have a clear idea like what is actually the difference between these two. That's why I have included the pseudocode over there. Okay. So now algorithm. So first of all, I have taken some simple examples before actually going into the definition of the algorithm. So some words I have written over there. That is recipe. It could be a recipe. These are all the synonyms of algorithm you can see in real life. It could be a recipe, it could be a process, it could be a method, it could be a technique, it could be a procedure, or it could be a routine, or many other words could be there for the algorithm. But if technically we will talk about, we will only use the word algorithm. So many real life examples are there, like cooking. The best example that can easily explain the algorithm is the cooking, because every one of us has that in our real life. So recipe of preparing any dish can be easily converted into the algorithms. Like suppose now if I ask anyone if you can explain the process of making a tea. So many people are there. They may be able to discuss the steps that are actually required to prepare a tea. Okay. So that the steps that you are going to follow in order to make a dish, that could be also considered as an algorithm. Then origin, it means the art of paper folding. Paper fold करने के कुछ steps होते हैं specific, as per the requirement, that could also be considered as an algorithm. Directions, it means if you have been asked that how you will go to Delhi from Jaipur, you might use the airway, you might use the like we can say roads, you might use the railway tracks, or so there may be a multiple ways or the multiple directions that can be used to travel from Delhi to Jaipur. So other than that, what preparations you require to be moved from Delhi to Jaipur, that comes also under the case of algorithms. So now what is actually the algorithm? Algorithm is a step-by-step procedure which defines a set of instructions that needs to be executed in a certain order to get the desired output. इसको मैं एक बार वापस रिपीट कर रहा हूँ. Algorithm is a step-by-step procedure. Okay, so first of all, underline the word that is step-by-step. So we need to be able to define the steps. In this slide, you can see that I have written over there step 1, step 2, step 3. In the case of pseudocode, that was not there in this. समझ में आ रहा है आपको? So this is what the step-by-step means. Step-by-step procedure, which defines the set of instructions. Which defines a set of instructions to be executed in the certain order. So that is why we are using the step-by-step word. So step by step they will be executed. It means they must follow the certain order. First of all, the step number 1 will get executed, then step number 2 will get executed, and so on, in order to get the desired output. So like I need to write an algorithm to make a dish, then finally that dish should be the output. I need to write an algorithm to move from Delhi to Jaipur, so finally the output should be that I must be in the Jaipur, and so on. So now the second one could be, alternative definition of the algorithm could be, algorithms are generally created independent of underlying languages. So algorithm जब भी आप लिख रहे हैं तो किसी भी लैंग्वेज पर डिपेंडेंट नहीं होगी कि मैं ये बोलूँ कि C के लिए अलग लैंग्वेज लिखी जाए, C++ के लिए अलग लिखी जाए, Java के लिए अलग लिखी जाए, Python के लिए अलग लिखी जाए, and so on. Okay, an algorithm can be implemented in more than one programming language. So that is what the basic of algorithm. Now, from data structure point of view, some of the categories of the algorithms could be, like in the coming weeks or coming units, what we are going to learn, we are going to learn the 5 different data structures, starting from stack to the graph. So in each data structures, we will learn some specific algorithms, which that slide shows the different categories of that algorithms. Okay. Now suppose I am taking an example of array that you have already learned. So insertion in an array means adding a new element into the array. Update means ki you are changing some existing element. Deletion means ki removing some elements that are already there in the data structure or array. Searching means ki search a specific element in the array. Sort means ki sorting all the elements of an array. So these are the 5 basic categories of the algorithms that you will actually going to associate with each data structure, starting from the stack to the graph. For every data structure, we will learn all these kinds of algorithms. How we will insert some new element into the data structures, how we will update existing elements, how we will delete the existing elements, how we will search an existing element, and how we will sort the like elements in the data structure. Okay. Other than that, specific algorithms are also there with that we will learn like as per the time. So right now these 5 are the common categories of the algorithms. Okay. Any word you want to like explain again in this slide? Search, sort, insert, delete, update. Anyone? Anything?
Yes, sir.
ये सारे वर्ड्स क्लियर हैं आप लोगों को इस स्लाइड के? कोई डाउट हो तो पूछिए. These 5 main categories.
Sir, clear है sir.
Next one, notion of the algorithm. Notion of algorithm, it means ki how actually algorithm works. So in this diagram, you are able to see that you are having a computer. So main purpose of the computer is it will take an input and it will produce a output. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
In the case of computer,
Yes,
every computer will take some input that needs to be processed, and on the basis of processing, it will produce some output. Okay. So what is that procedure actually? what is the steps that will convert the input into the output. So for that we should have some algorithm, or further we can say that we should have some program. So program, जहाँ पे भी program का नाम आएगा मैं algorithm से जुड़ी भी होगी, ये तो sure है। तो ये दोनों एक दूसरे के like complementary हैं। So हम यदि algorithm बोल रहे हैं तो वो program है, program बोल रहे हैं तो वो algorithm है। अब आपको ये समझ में आना चाहिए। Okay, so based on the problem we are writing an algorithm or a program that will convert the input into the output. Some procedure, some ways or means should be there na, that will convert the input into the output. So in this case, in our case, that particular ways or means are the algorithm or the programs, and it varies according to the problems also. So as the problem says, we need to design the algorithm. Okay. Now we can take an example of sorting. Say sorting means, you all know that sorting means arranging all the elements into specific sequence. Either it may be a ascending order or the descending order. Okay, so in this case, input is, what is the input? A sequence of n numbers. So if I relate it with this diagram, so input is what? The input is a sequence of n numbers in random order, and output will be a reordering of the input sequences so that bi is less than bj whenever I is less than j. It means we are going to sort them in which order? Ascending or descending? Can कोई बता सकता है मेरे को? According to this, output will be either in ascending order or descending order.
Ascending order.
Ascending order. As I am saying that bi is less than or equals to bj, it means कि every next term is greater than its previous term. सबको समझ में आया ये? किसी को डाउट हो तो पूछ लीजिए. This is very important. bi is less than it means कि every
नहीं आया सर.
बच्चे b1, like if I am talking about bi is less than or equals to bj, it means कि b1 is less than or equals to b2, b2 is less than or equals to b3, b3 is less than or equals to b4, and so on. It means bn should be less than or equals to bn plus 1. So every next number is greater than the previous number. So ये कौन सा order हुआ? Ascending order या descending order?
Ascending, sir.
Ascending order. So that is what the question is. So initially the n numbers are in random order, a1, a2 and an. जैसे मान लीजिए हमने कोई सीक्वेंस ली 1 3 2 4 ऐसे करके. So जब आउटपुट होगा वो क्या होगा? 1 2 3 4. Okay. So 1 is less than 2, 2 is less than 3, 3 is less than 4, and so on. So input is a random sequence of the numbers and output is the ascending order of all those numbers. Now how it will be done? For that, program और algorithm problem हमारे पास क्या थी? Sorting की. Algorithm हमने कौन सी select करी? I can have many options right now. Sorting algorithm, it could be selection sort, it could be insertion sort, it could be merge sort, or any other multiple algorithms. We have already seen that we are going to discuss multiple algorithms for the sorting right now. So input is 53283 and the output is 23358. How it will be generated? Some program or some algorithm is working behind that. It may be a sorting, selection sort, insertion sort, heap sort, merge sort, bubble sort, whatever it is. So algorithm I am going to apply. Problem is sorting, algorithm is there, input is there, and the computer will use the input and it will process the input on the basis of specific algorithm and it will produce the output.
सर जैसा कि आप कह रहे हैं कि कंप्यूटर सिस्टम जो है प्रॉब्लम और एल्गोरिथम की मदद से आउटपुट देता है.
तो 90 के दशक से पहले 90 के दशक तो ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम बन रहे थे जो कि प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने में काफी आसान कर देते हैं, लेकिन इससे पहले कोई ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम नहीं था, तो कैसे मतलब कंप्यूटर आउटपुट देता था?
कंप्यूटर्स तो 1950 से बनना शुरू हो गए थे. आपने अपने फर्स्ट ईयर में पढ़ा होगा जनरेशन ऑफ कंप्यूटर्स.
ये सर पढ़ा तो है, लेकिन उस पहले ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम नहीं थे ना. 90 के दशक से ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम
तो ऐसे प्रोग्राम भी लिखे नहीं जाते थे पहले ऐसे प्रोग्राम थोड़ी लिखे जाते थे. पहले मैकेनिकल कंप्यूटर्स हुआ करते थे ना. मैकेनिकल कंप्यूटर्स आर देयर टू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम्स. सो मैकेनिकल बेस में प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हुआ करती थी आपकी. यू कैन टेक अ सिंपल एग्जांपल ऑफ कैलकुलेटर आल्सो. प्रीवियसली कैलकुलेटर्स क्या होते थे, केवल एडिशन और सब्ट्रैक्शन के लिए काम आया करते थे. बहुत पुराने कैलकुलेटर थे, कभी किसी ने देखे होंगे.
सर अबेकस.
लेकिन जैसे अबेकस, वहां पर कोई इनपुट थोड़ी देते थे हम एल्गोरिथम के अंदर, एल्गोरिथम की फॉर्म में, बट स्टिल इट वाज बी एबल टू प्रोड्यूस द आउटपुट. ओके, सेम इन द केस राइट नाउ व्हाट द कैलकुलेटर्स. किस तरह के कैलकुलेटर्स होते हैं हमारे पास आज? ऐसे कैलकुलेटर अवेलेबल हैं जिसमें आप पूरा का पूरा लाइक मैथमेटिक्स परफॉर्म कर सकते हो. आप छोटी से छोटी एडिशन और मल्टीप्लिकेशन देके बड़े से बड़ी इक्वेशन तक को सॉल्व कर सकते हो. आजकल आप लोगों में से किसी न किसी का जैसे कैलकुलेटर्स भी होंगे जो आप एक फंक्शन लिखो, फंक्शन का डायरेक्ट आउटपुट देंगे आपको. तो मैथमेटिक्स के बड़े से बड़े लाइक इंटीग्रेशन, डिफरेंशिएशंस जो होते हैं वो भी सॉल्व कर देते हैं ऐसे आजकल के लैपटॉप तो कैलकुलेटर तो. यस सर नो? इंटीग्रेशन डिफरेंशिएशन सॉल्व होते हैं ना, तो अब वो कैसे हुआ एक्चुअली? उसके पीछे कोई ना कोई तो लॉजिक वर्क कर रहा है. दैट इज व्हाट द एल्गोरिथम इज एक्चुअली. सो दिस इज व्हाट द लाइक अपडेशन ऑफ लाइक द टेक्नोलॉजीज. हम स्टार्ट करते थे बिल्कुल एडिशन और सब्ट्रैक्शन से, अब हम कहां पहुंच चुके हैं हमें भी नहीं पता एक्चुअली. हम सही में इट इज एक्चुअली अ फैक्ट. हम अभी हम में से कई लोग ऐसे हैं जिनको नहीं पता कि एक्चुअली हो क्या रहा है. ओके, सो नाउ अप टू दिस पॉइंट इज क्लियर. नाउ algorithms characteristics. Now we know that what is an algorithm. So algorithm is a step by step procedure that should be followed in a specific order in order to get the solution of a given problem. So ये definition सबको याद होनी चाहिए. Okay, now we are coming on to the characteristics of an algorithm. In order to being a good algorithm must follow some specific characteristics. Okay, so these are some of the characteristics that an algorithm should have in order to be a good algorithm. Okay, first characteristic should be input. Input and output are the main two characteristics of every algorithm. So now if I will start with the input, so input means कि कोई permission मांग रहा है मेरे को. Ayushi is joining now. Welcome Ayushi. Ayushi just joined. Ayushi Sharma. Attendance हो रही है आयुषी? Please be on time. So algorithm first characteristic should be input. So every algorithm should have zero or more well-defined inputs. Okay, why I am saying zero? In some cases there should not be some there may be a case that there will not be any input also. Like कोई example देंगे. मुझे सिंपल एक प्रोग्राम लिखना है गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन. So इसके लिए मुझे किसी इनपुट की जरूरत नहीं है एक्चुअली. I just need to print the statement that is print good morning everyone. That's it. So in that case I need not require any kind of input. Okay, so input could be zero also, but in the case of output you can see that an algorithm should have at least one or more well-defined outputs and should match with the desired outputs also. So output should be there. Every algorithm, whatever I am going to write, in the case of simple print good morning everyone, in this case also I am going to print the statement that is good morning. So the output is that. Okay, so every algorithm must have at least one output, and as well as that output should match with the desired conditions or the requirements of the users. जो भी मैंने ऐसा नहीं हो कि मैंने output तो दे दिया लेकिन मेरे को चाहिए तो था a plus b, but algorithm produces a into b. So output तो मिल रहा है a into b, 4 into 5 हो रहा है 20 आ रहा है output, लेकिन 4 plus 5 9 चाहिए था वो नहीं हो रहा है. तो दोनों चीजें हैं. One output, at least one output should be there and it should match the required conditions. Okay, so input could be zero but the output should be one at least. Then the term comes the ambiguity or definiteness. यहाँ first heading देख रहे होगे definiteness. Definiteness is a word that is a combination of define word. So ये इसका मतलब है कि algorithm should be properly defined. It should be clear and unambiguous enough that everyone must be able to understand the steps written over there. ओके, अनएम्बिग्यूटी का मतलब होता है कि कुछ कोई भी स्टेप एम्बिग्यूटी नहीं होगी वहां पर, कि किसी भी चीज का डबल मीनिंग नहीं होगा. ओके, लाइक आई एम गोइंग टू डिवाइड x बाय y, तो x बाय y की जगह x मॉडुलस y लगा रहा हूं मैं, तो ये प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट करेगा मेरे लिए, आउटपुट डिफरेंट हो जाएगा आपको. ओके, किसी भी चीज के दो मीनिंग नहीं होने चाहिए, दो फ्रेजेस यूज नहीं होने चाहिए उस चीज के लिए. सो एल्गोरिथम शुड बी क्लियर एंड अनएम्बिगुअस, ईच ऑफ इट्स स्टेप्स and their input and output should be clear and must lead to only one meaning. मैंने बोला आपको दो मीनिंग नहीं होने चाहिए किसी भी चीज के. ओके, दैट इज व्हाट द unambiguity means. और प्रॉपर्ली डिफाइन होनी चाहिए हर चीज. लाइक इन दैट केस आल्सो आई हैव रिटन ओवर देयर इन माय एल्गोरिथम कि इनपुट these four numbers. ओके, सो इनपुट मींस कि इससे समझ में आ रहा है कि हमें इनपुट लेना है. ग्रेड इज इक्वल्स टू दिस, सो ग्रेड का मतलब कि हमें ग्रेड बताएगा एंड सो ऑन. ओके, then next will be finiteness. Finiteness means ki algorithm must terminate after a finite number of steps. Obviously program should not be infinite. आप यदि program infinite भी चल रहा है तो वो problematic है. So proper condition must be specified to halt the program after a specific number of times. So finite number of steps should be there in the algorithm. Effectiveness means ki steps are sufficiently simple and basic. Like suppose if you are going to find out a roots of a quadratic equation, so the formula is minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. ये formula होता है roots की equations निकालने का, quadratic equation की roots निकालने का. So one way is to do that all the terms will be calculated in a single statement. Like यहीं पर मैं root भी निकाल रहा हूँ, यहीं पर मैं plus भी कर रहा हूँ, minus भी कर रहा हूँ, divide भी कर रहा हूँ, सब कुछ कर रहा हूँ. So वो बहुत problematic हो सकता है ना? So it is actually simple as much as possible so that it can be easily understandable by the others, or it can be easily calculated also. So that is what the meaning of effectiveness is: steps and sufficiently simple and basic. Okay, so like in that case what you can do is you can first of all find the b square minus 4ac, then calculate the square root of that, and then add plus or minus b, and then divide by 2a. So it could be a like 2 or 3 steps instead of a single steps. Okay, I am taking a simple example. Like it will be there in our coming algorithms. You will be able to understand that how the effectiveness means. Feasibility means ki whatever I am going to write over there, it should be feasible. Feasible means कि it should be implemented with the resources. मैंने लिख तो दिया कि मेरा algorithm करेगा क्या कि like unlimited numbers को sum करेगा, लेकिन एक्चुअल में वो कर ही नहीं पा रहा है. मेरा फोर लूप कहीं ना कहीं ऐसा डिजाइन हो गया है कि उसमें प्रॉब्लम हो गई है. ओके, सो इट शुड बी फिजिबल. फिजिबल मींस कि द अवेलेबल रिसोर्सेज व्हाटएवर आई एम हैविंग, और द अवेलेबल लाइक सिस्टम रिसोर्सेज और मैनुअल रिसोर्सेज बोथ, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट इट विल बी डिजाइन्ड. एक्चुअली कंपनी को वही काम करना चाहिए जो उसके बस में है, अदरवाइज वो काम करना ही नहीं चाहिए. दैट इज व्हाट द फिजिबिलिटी मींस. ओके, independent means ki algorithm should have the step by step directions which should be implemented of any programming language. ये मैंने already बताया आपको कि it should be independent from the platform of any programming language. तो आप algorithm ऐसे लिखेंगे जो कि हर किसी भी programming language पर fit हो जाए. ओके, तो किसी एक specific programming language को हम ध्यान रख के algorithm नहीं लिखते हैं कभी. So ये सब characteristics clear है सबको? Anybody wants to ask anything? I need to ask individually.
सर ये मुझे unambiguous.
Aryaman.
Yes sir.
Aryaman, explain the term unambiguity.
Hello sir.
Hello. Explain the term unambiguity.
Sir, unambiguity is like sir not clearing the code sir. मतलब सर वो जो लॉजिक है वो एकदम सब क्लियर होना चाहिए.
Can anybody else take an example of unambiguity?
Example sir.
Anybody else who can take an example of unambiguity?
सर मेरे पास एग्जांपल है सर, दे सकता हूँ.
Just a minute. चेष्टा Chester is there? चेष्टा नहीं है क्लास में. चिराग, Chirag is also not there. Daksh,
Sir, Chester present.
आप सो रहे थे क्या अब
No
तक?
issue.
अच्छा, tell me what is the meaning of unambiguity?
No, sir, network issue.
No issue. Tell me what is the meaning of unambiguity?
Sir,
Unambiguity. We have just learned about the unambiguity, characteristics of an algorithm. So what
the
is the meaning?
algorithm.
बताएं.
Sir, we study algorithm, pseudocode. So the difference between a pseudocode and algorithm flowcharts.
I am asking about unambiguity here. And characteristics of the algorithms. Unambiguity.
The characteristics of algorithm.
Divyansh,
Still, your voice is not audible.
my voice is not audible to everyone.
No, sir. Voice is audible
Sir, it is audible.
clearly.
Chester, if you are attending class, so please be attentive also. Do not attend the classes for the attendance only.
Okay, sir.
Hardik, Hardik is also not there. Dipesh Kala,
Yes, sir.
yes, Dipesh. Dipesh, tell me
Yes,
what
sir.
is the meaning of ambiguity?
Sir, it means that the input or output is not properly given or the data is insufficient, so algorithm cannot be proceed further.
Okay. What is the meaning of finiteness?
Sir, it means that the data should be finite, it should not be infinite, so it will keep on running and running. So
I am not talking about the data. I am talking about the algorithm here.
What, sir?
I am talking about algorithm, not talking about data.
Sir, it means the same. Like the data should, like the algorithm should be of like finite lines, or it should be a readable, not a long and lengthy process, like something like that.
Good, good, good. Archie? Archie is there?
Yes, sir.
What? How many number of outputs?
Yes, sir.
How many number of outputs must be there in an algorithm?
One or more than that.
One or more than that. Okay, good. So, like, this is for everyone. Everyone, if you are attending class, please do not attend for the attendance. If you are attending, then be attentive in the class. अदरवाइज आप छोड़ के अपना वीडियो लाइक सॉरी सेशन ऑन करके माइक ऑफ करके वीडियो ऑफ करके सो जाओगे तो कोई मतलब नहीं है इन चीजों का. If you are not able to understand these basics of the data structures, definitely you will have a problem in the further lectures. क्योंकि जो भी हम पढ़ रहे हैं वो डायरेक्टली रिलेट होने वाला है आने वाले लेक्चर्स से. Okay, so now let me again finish the things. These are some of the characteristics. That is unambiguity, input, output, finiteness, effectiveness, feasibility, and independence. So in tomorrow's lectures, I will ask you the example of these. Like unambiguity example, I will ask from you. Finiteness example, I will ask for you. Okay, feasibility example, I will ask for you. So ये example मैं आपसे पूछूंगा. So you all need to be ready with your answers. Is it okay? Is it clear?
Yes.
I will start with that only, with that slide only, and I will ask you to explain the example or discuss the example of this. The algorithm's characteristics what we have studied about till now. Okay. Now let me have an attendance. Then I will come on to the like how we can write an algorithm. It will be we will start it from tomorrow actually. Okay, we will see some algorithms and then we will come on to the algorithm analysis and so on. Okay. Now let me have an attendance. Achal,
Present, sir.
you are not there in the first lecture.
Sir, first में नहीं थी sir.
Arya Sharma,
Present, sir.
Astha,
Present, sir.
you are also absent in the first lecture,
No, sir, I am present in the first lecture.
but your attendance have not been marked. आप पहले चले गए थे, क्या हुआ?
Yes, sir. पहले चली गई थी मैं, वो ऑफ हो गया था अपने आप ही.
अभय,
प्रेजेंट सर.
अभिषेक कुमार, अभिषेक पाराशर, अभिषेक सिंह,
प्रेजेंट सर.
अदिति अग्रवाल, अदिति
Present,
बंसल,
sir.
अदिति बंसल,
Present, sir.
आदित्य गौतम,
प्रेजेंट सर.
आदित्य जैन,
प्रेजेंट सर.
आदित्य गौतम, आदित्य गौतम, आदित्य जैन,
प्रेजेंट सर.
अजय कुमार,
यस सर.
अखिलेश, अजय शर्मा, अक्षय शर्मा, अक्षित,
प्रेजेंट सर. प्रेजेंट सर.
अलंकृता,
Present, sir.
आलोक गर्ग, अमन अरोड़ा,
प्रेजेंट सर.
अमन कोठारी,
यस सर.
अमन पारिक,
प्रेजेंट सर.
अमन सिंह, अमित जागीर, अमित कुमार जोशी,
प्रेजेंट सर.
अमिका, अमित शर्मा,
Present, sir.
अनिरुद्ध,
प्रेजेंट सर.
अंकित, अनमोल,
यस सर.
प्रेजेंट सर.
अंकित खंडेलवाल, अंशुल,
अंकित सर. प्रेजेंट.
Present, sir.
अंशुल चौधरी,
Sir, present.
अंशुल राघव,
प्रेजेंट सर.
अनुप्रेक्षा जैन,
Present, sir.
आची,
Present, sir.
अनुराग सिंह, आर्यमन,
प्रेजेंट सर.
आर्यन,
प्रेजेंट सर.
आर्यन सिंह,
प्रेजेंट सर.
अतिक्षे, आयुषी शर्मा,
Yes, sir.
बीच में मत जाया करो बेटा क्लास के.
Sir, वो network.
प्रेजेंट सर.
भविष्य,
प्रेजेंट सर.
ब्रजेश, ब्रजेश,
प्रेजेंट सर.
ब्रज किशोर,
प्रेजेंट सर.
अंचल, चंद्रेश,
प्रेजेंट सर.
चेष्टा एब्सेंट, चेतन,
Present, sir.
Present.
चिराग, चित्रांश,
प्रेजेंट सर.
Present, sir.
दक्ष लोहार,
यस सर.
दक्ष भी नहीं था, जवाब नहीं दिया था आपने मेरे क्वेश्चन का.
Present, sir.
मैंने क्वेश्चन पूछे थे आपसे दक्ष.
सर क्या था, मैं अब रिपीट कर दीजिए सर, मैं बता दूंगा.
नहीं बेटा सॉरी, मैं भूल गया क्वेश्चन क्या था. आप उस वक्त क्लास में नहीं थे जब मैंने आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछे. दृष्टिता,
Present, sir.
देवांक,
यस सर.
देवांश, धैर्य, दीक्षांत,
प्रेजेंट सर।
दीक्षांत,
यस सर।
ओके, दीपेश, दिव्यांजलि,
Present, sir.
Present, sir.
दिव्या, दिया, सॉरी,
Divyanjali, present, sir.
दिव्यांश गुप्ता, दिया,
Present, sir.
दुष्यंत,
प्रेजेंट सर।
गरिमा, गौतम,
प्रेजेंट सर।
गौरव, हार्दिक,
Present.
हार्दिक से क्वेश्चन पूछे थे,
सर मैं आपको रीजन बताता हूँ। मैंने गूगल से लॉगिन कर रखा था तो मेरा माइक नहीं चल रहा था सर। अभी पीसी से लॉगिन किया है तो चल रहा है सर। मैंने उस समय गूगल से लॉगिन कर रखा था तो माइक ब्लॉक था सर।
देखो, right now I am agreeing with you, okay, but it will not work like for long. ऐसे रीजंस बहुत दिन तक नहीं चलने वाले हैं बेटा।
सर धैर्य कुमार जैन मैसेज करे वो प्रेजेंट, उसका माइक डिस्कनेक्ट हो रहा था।
ओके, हरलीन कौर, हर्ष बंसल,
प्रेजेंट सर।
हर्ष कुमार,
प्रेजेंट सर।
हर्ष कुमार है।
यस सर, प्रेजेंट।
और कौन बोल रहे हैं बेटा प्रेजेंट? कौन मैसेज कर रहा है?
यस सर।
सर आपने मेरा लगा दिया, दिव्या अग्रवाल।
दिया लग गया बेटा। अभी मैसेज कौन कर रहा था बेटा, ये बता दीजिए मुझे एक बार।
सर धैर्य जैन है सर।
Sir, there is present, but my mic is not working.
No issue. I have marked it.
Sir,
Okay. Anything you want to ask now? As because time to वैसे हो चुका है, लेकिन we can have a time because we don't have
Sir,
a class right.
Sir, would you please share this PDF?
सेशन में प्रेजेंट है क्या?
Hello.
बच्चे अटेंडेंस की बात खत्म हो गई। जेशा, you are not there. You are not able to answer me. So right now I am marking absent.
Sir.
Please be
Hello.
attentive in the classes.
Sir, but I am present, sir. Hardik is present or absent, sir?
Hello.
In
Hello.
that case, I need to mark the attendance of everyone. Okay.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Chester, I have marked present for the day today only, but in future it will not work.
Sir, आप PDF शेयर कर दोगे क्या? Would you please share this PDF?
Who is this?
अजय कुमार। सर आप ग्रुप पे शेयर कर देना।
No issue.
Okay, sir.
I will share it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Have you
Okay.
done the assignment? Have you done the assignment?
Assignment?
Good question. है ना?
Yes, sir. Yes,
बताइए
sir.
आपको।
Yes,
हार्दिक,
sir.
ऐसे अभी उस वक्त भी माइक ऑफ था क्या आपका? असाइन व्हाट्सएप नहीं पढ़ा था आपने? I have WhatsApp you also in the group. Like I have sent an assignment through Google Classroom by 6 o'clock.
Okay, sir. Okay, okay. Yes, sir.
Sir, I have done, but it is edited in late.
Okay. So मैं चेक कर लूँगा डेट किसका है किसका नहीं है ना बच्चे?
Okay, sir.
I think जिन्होंने सबमिट किया वो उनको मार्क्स तो मिल ही जाएंगे ऑटोमेटिकली।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
है ना? तो
Sir, handed in late लिखा हुआ है sir.
सॉरी, हाँ हैंडेड इन लेट होगा बिकॉज़ 5 बजे बाद बंद कर देगा वो।
Yes, sir.
Okay. No issue. I will see it. है ना? That was your first assignment. I will share the PPT too with you. Okay. Once the lecture will complete. तो मैं इस PPT को टुकड़ों में करके आपको शेयर कर दूंगा या एक साथ करूँ? ये PPT अभी लंबी है। इस PPT में और भी आगे मतलब काफी कुछ है। So as you say, I will share it in breaks, मतलब parts.
सर एक क्वेश्चन पूछ सकता हूँ सर?
हाँ पूछो अमित। अमित जोशी पूछो क्वेश्चन।
सर मैं हूँ सोनी सर।
क्या?
सर मैं हूँ सर, मैं क्वेश्चन पूछ सकता हूँ सर?
हाँ पूछो ब्रिजेश। ब्रिज पूछो। Brij Kishore, ask the question.
सर ना जो सी प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज और बी प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज है, इससे पहले कौन सी लैंग्वेज यूज की जाती थी? हाई
C
लेवल
से
लैंग्वेज
पहले?
को मशीन लेवल नहीं, सी और बी से पहले सर।
C से और B से पहले?
सर
हाई लेवल लैंग्वेज की बात कर रहे हैं
960
आप?
70। हाँ नहीं, सर मशीन लैंग्वेज में चेंज करने के लिए कौन सा लैंग्वेज यूज किया जाता था 60 या 70 के टाइम पर?
Excuse me, sir. Can we leave the meeting?
हेलो,
मैं सर ये पूछ रहा हूँ कि हाई लेवल लैंग्वेज को मशीन लैंग्वेज में चेंज करने के लिए 60 और 70 के टाइम पर कौन सा लैंग्वेज यूज किया जाता था सी और बी से पहले?
okay, what do you know about the B language? What
सर
do you
बी
know about?
लैंग्वेज के बारे में मुझे नहीं पता सर, क्योंकि मैंने कभी पढ़ा ही नहीं था ये।
Sir, can we leave the meeting?
Yes. Who wants to leave the meeting? They can leave. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
हाँ ब्रज बोलो।
नहीं सर, मैंने पढ़ा है नहीं बी लैंग्वेज के बारे में, क्योंकि इसका जिक्र मैंने सी लैंग्वेज की हिस्ट्री में देखा था कि सी लैंग्वेज थी जो बी का अपग्रेडेड वर्जन थी। तो उससे पहले भी तो कोई प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज यूज होता होगा।
हाँ, उससे पहले कोबोल यूज हुआ करता था बेटा। कोबोल था, पास्कल था। कोबोल सुना होगा आपने, कॉमनली ऑपरेटेड बिजनेस ओरिएंटेड लैंग्वेज। तो वो दैट वाज फॉर बिजनेस पर्पस। अकाउंटेंट ज्यादा यूज किया करते थे। दैट वाज द वेरी फर्स्ट हाई लेवल लैंग्वेज। ओके, बिफोर सी एंड सी लाइक दिस, तो कोबोल वाज देयर। तो उसकी जो भी लैंग्वेज होती थी वो हाई लेवल लैंग्वेज में होती थी, एंड देन इट विल बी ट्रांसलेटेड इनटू द मशीन लैंग्वेज। तो कंपाइलर जो होता था वो इस कोबोल लैंग्वेज के इंस्ट्रक्शंस को मशीन लैंग्वेज में कन्वर्ट करता था। So before that, C and C, whatever you are saying, B, that is COBOL was there.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.